It's been an amazing experience. I mean, we get to meet a lot of people. I think it's great for marketing. More people are seeing your product and they get to be part of something. That's what I think is so cool is you don't have to be a VC anymore to invest in a movement. And so that's what I think is so cool about Republic. And I've met a lot of great people on there. So it's been a fun experience.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Profit to the People, the official podcast of Republic, where we believe you have the power to invest in the future you believe in. I'm your host, Lisa Carmen Wang, head of brand at Republic, and I'll be taking you behind the scenes to meet the team, founders, and investors in our community who share their insights on the future of investing and how they're bringing profit back to the people. For those of you who are new to Republic, we're a leading investment platform that gives people power to invest in the future they believe in by providing access to startups, real estate, crypto, and video game investments. Today, I'm here with Carli Blum, the founder and CEO of Sunscoop, a fast-growing plant-based ice cream startup sold in over 800 stores, including all Whole Foods locations in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. Sunscoop's mission is to change ice cream forever using organic coconut cream, and they have quickly become the leading allergen-friendly ice cream brand. They've sold over 100,000 pints since launch and have a projected revenue of $21 million by 2023. Carli, I'm so excited to have Sunscoop as part of the Republic startup family. Welcome to Profit to the People.
Thank you so much. Excited to be here.
As an ice cream lover myself, I just want to know, what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Ooh, that's a good one. I am forever in love with our dark cacao with reishi. I mean, it is the best chocolate ice cream you will ever have across the board, period. And it has the added benefit of reishi, which is very good for your immune system. So
Love it.
definitely
Love it.
cacao with reishi.
So ice cream, love it so much, but have this love-hate relationship with it because it's so good, yet traditionally so bad for you. But this is where Sunscoop comes in, because you're solving this problem around making ice cream actually good for you. So tell us a little bit more about your personal story first, how you got into this, and how Sunscoop is creating allergen-friendly and healthy ice cream for all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Sunscoop is really the first plant-based ice cream that's made with organic coconut cream, superfood ingredients, adaptogens, and no refined sugar. And we're free of all of the top 8 allergens. And yeah, I was really first and foremost solving a problem for myself. And then, now creating something so much bigger than myself. And, my entire life, I've struggled with dairy allergies, nut allergies, gluten, soy, and really sensitive to refined sugar. And I love food. I am a total foodie. I light up when I discover something that I can eat. And, I was getting really frustrated with ice cream. There's a lot of plant-based ice cream, which we'll talk about. But I felt like all ice cream on the market was really just a dairy-free alternative and not doing it better and not making it taste better and not using better ingredients. And so that was really my light bulb moment. I wanted to create a plant-based ice cream that had clean ingredients that worked for your body and not against it, and then something that tasted better than everything else on the market. So that was sort of the kickoff point for Sunscoop.
And why coconut cream?
I actually discovered in Bali mature coconuts, and mature coconuts, as opposed to like a Thai coconut, which has more of that coconut forward flavor. Mature coconuts are very rich. They're very creamy and very neutral in flavor. So across the board, we hear that you can't even taste the coconut. So I just fell in love with mature coconuts as a base to sort of infuse these superfood ingredients. And, we hear across the board that Sunscoop is the creamiest ice cream on the market. So, and I just prefer it over oats or nut based. And we're also the first ice cream to really use a mature organic coconut cream from fresh coconuts. A lot of time you'll see other brands using a coconut milk, which is made from a dry desiccated coconut, and you add water. So it's not as rich and creamy. So that's what really sets us apart as well.
Awesome. And prior to this endeavor, did you have any experience in the food world, in the ice cream world?
No, not at all. I mean, I am a good example of someone that can have a total plot twist in their career. I used to be a wardrobe stylist for print advertisements and commercials, but I've always been a full on creative. I just love thinking outside of the box, coming up with things that don't exist. Just really love colors and textures and creating beautiful things that mean something to the world. And so yeah, never had a food background, but I surround myself with people that have had many years of experience in CPG and to really kind of offset, supplement the things that I don't know how to do.
That's amazing. And I think that's so great just to hear that, to give motivation to other founders who are having ideas or things that they're passionate about, but they're not sure if they have all the exact skills to launch it. But I think one of the most important things for leaders, especially business leaders, is learning how to know where their strengths are and where their weaknesses are and fill in the right team.
Exactly. No, that couldn't be more true. Yeah, you don't have to have all the answers. You have to have a vision and hopefully be really passionate about what you're creating. Like I said, I had a vision. I saw what the product looked like. I knew what flavors I wanted to develop. I was able to do the branding and social media and marketing and partnerships. I had no clue how to raise money or how to even go about developing a product. Um, so I found people that did.
That's amazing. So tell me then about your team and how you have filled people in there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're a small team of five and we're growing. I have a director of ops that comes from an ice cream background. So he had been working in ice cream for the past 7 years with a company called Fin and Feeds before I hired him. So he really manages the supply chain, sourcing of ingredients, co-pack management, that type of stuff. Then I have a head of R&D, Chelsea, who does everything with me. We're just this heart and soul pack. We do actually develop all of our flavors in house and then scale them up for production. So she is just a genius when it comes to flavor development. So that's Chelsea. Then I have a really incredible sales team. His name is Grant. He comes from brands like Talenti and Beyond Meat. So really established relationships in the frozen sector and really can help work with me on business development and growing and scaling my business. And of course, I have a really great accounting team. And then I'm working right now with an interim CFO. So the next big stage will be, bringing on a full-time COO as we're growing, continuing to develop our sales team, and bringing on a head of marketing this summer.
It's really lean and mean and really focused on that vision. I mean, even as you were talking about developing the flavors, I was like, that is maybe my dream job to just
Yeah.
taste all the way. So wait, how do you, as a creative and I mean, I'm sure there's more that goes into it, like a food scientist, data researcher, how do you figure out what flavors you're going to develop next?
You know what? It takes a lot of time. You kind of have to throw out a lot of ideas and see what sticks. But the first four SKUs really came from a personal place. The first ingredient I've ever created was a vanilla tart, which I've never been able to sort of eat that pink berry, that kind of like Greek yogurt flavor. And I've always dreamed of that. So we created vanilla tart, which is cultured with probiotics. Because I just really someone that never been able to eat dairy. I wanted to have that yogurty flavor. Then we have a toasted coconut butter. Again, I'm severely allergic to nuts, never been able to have a nut butter. And I discovered this sort of peanut butter like product in Ubud in Bali that you take roasted coconuts and you blend them into a butter. So it's almost like a cashew butter. And we mix that with coconut cream and pink salt and vanilla. And then dark cacao with reishi. I take reishi every day for my immune system. And I just love chocolate. Who doesn't? So they all kind of came from like a personal inspiration. And I try not to go too crazy with the flavors. There's one thing I've learned is, people buy chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. Like that still sort of exists. And so we wanted to sort of make sure we didn't just come out with chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, like every other plant-based ice cream. But we did want to stay within those parameters, but give them a superfood twist. And then, yeah, we just kind of find things that inspire me every day for new flavors.
That's amazing. I'm dying to try the chocolate reishi.
Yeah,
By the way.
seriously incredible. It's really good.
So how did you convince your team to join you early on, right? When you have just this vision and the conviction that it needs to be in the world?
Yeah, no, I think you said it. I think it was, I'm a deeply passionate person. And I think I can be very convincing. And I just think it's fun. It's ice cream, and it's really important for me to also surround myself with people that love what they do and care a lot, because I care so much. And so I think people were really excited by my vision of creating a plant-based ice cream that doesn't exist, and something that truly can make people feel good and be better for the environment. And that's something that, I think people really wanted to get behind. And it takes a lot of energy. Your team really looks to you, every day on setting that tone and setting the energy. And so, but yeah, you surround yourself with like-minded people that are really excited to create something special.
Talk to me about the sustainability aspect of your ice cream.
Yeah, absolutely. So we use all organic coconut ingredients. That's the number one. So there's no, pesticides, there's no chemicals. They're all sustainably grown in Indonesia, where, we're creating jobs, and we work closely with our supplier, making sure that, everything is, up to our standards. And we work with small business. We love working and supporting small superfood businesses for sourcing of our ingredients. We're really, we've worked really hard with our co-packer to make sure there isn't too much waste when we're producing product. And so, yeah, I think we're really focused on changing the conversation of plant-based. I think a lot of people don't eat plant-based products because they think that it doesn't taste good. And we are really working to change that conversation by creating an ice cream that's even more decadent and delicious than vegan and dairy products. And so really, trying to get people to eat more plant-based through that.
And so I'm thinking about, just how rare it is for companies to really walk the walk when they talk about, the standards that they have. So it seems like you guys are really holding yourself to a really high standard throughout the entire process of creating your ice cream and shipping your ice cream.
Yeah, no, definitely. We definitely have really high standards, and Chelsea is incredible at this type of stuff. But no, we really care, and we want to create a product that lasts forever. And we've had to pivot in different areas. We've learned a lot along the way, but yeah, creating processes and standards, and something that our consumers can really get behind. I think that's really important, is having that mission and speaking to it, and just creating something that means something.
So could you take me back to like that first SKU of ice creams that you launched? And how did you get the word out? How did you get your first customers?
Yeah, that's a good question. So my first product was a cold pressed coconut cream soft serve. It only had 6 ingredients. It was sweetened with honey, which I can speak a little more to. We've since then pivoted to completely vegan. My product had no margins. It was really just sort of to proof out the concept, but it was the best tasting thing you've ever had in your life. It was so delicious. And so we decided to we launched in New York City in 2017 into Smorgasburg, which is, for people that don't know Smorgasburg, it's a Brooklyn food market, about 10,000 people a day. So we launched at Smorgasburg. We had 2 flavors. We had our vanilla tart and our dark cacao. And I was putting the product in coconuts, the same coconut that we actually use the meat for to create the ice cream. I was styling it with edible flowers and CBD magic shell. I mean, you name it. I was creating a full-on experience. Well and Good at the time wrote an article that I think really put us on the map. And then we brought in a lot of influencers. So I think that was a really big thing in the beginning, is we would invite every single influencer to Smorgasburg, give them a coconut And we were doing eight to $10,000 a weekend at Smorgasburg. We had the longest line there. We were invited by Sweet Green to do their Summer of Sweet Life, so we were popping up at Sweet Green. So I think testing and validating the market at Smorgasburg was brilliant, and it was it gave me time to really think about what I wanted to do next, which was really develop a CPG product that would be supported by these experiential brick and mortar pop-up experiences.
Yeah, so you're really taking a holistic view of branding and marketing and sales where you're bringing the customer experience into it fully.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I really wanted to go all out and think through what the experience was. And that's also what I love to do. I think some of my challenges over the past couple of years have been, you know, I'm so grateful that we have a plant-based product that's in grocery stores because it can be in every home across America. But my heart and soul loves seeing people eating it and experiencing it and talking to them in person. And so, yeah, I think experiences, especially with ice cream, are so important.
Amazing. So then I think this transitions pretty well into my next question, which is around engaging your community and why you chose to crowdfund on Republic and raise from the crowd.
Yeah, so I think for starters, we had a really great opportunity to be on Meet the Drapers, which is sort of an online pitch competition, except the kicker is the viewers can invest. And so that's what sort of initially catapulted the idea of Republic. And it's been an amazing experience. I mean, we get to meet a lot of people. I think it's great for marketing. More people are seeing your product and they get to be part of something. That's what I think is so cool is you don't have to be a VC anymore to invest in a movement. And so that's what I think is so cool about Republic. And I've met a lot of great people on there. So it's been a fun experience. It's something totally different for us.
And how have you been able to engage with investors since the beginning of your campaign?
Yeah, so we're sending weekly updates to sort of keep everybody engaged and abreast of our progress. The discussion board has been so great. You know, people ask such great questions and engage with me, so I'm able to sort of provide additional information through the discussion board. And then, yeah, I mean, a lot of other brands have been reaching out, asking for feedback. And my little brother and I made the campaign video, so I've been able to get him more work. So it's been a fun process, and I've enjoyed meeting new people through it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I know the frozen desserts industry is a $39 billion opportunity, which means there's a lot of room for you guys to grow into and just explore new opportunities. So I'm curious, what is on the horizon for Sunscoop?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, I mean, we have so much going on this year and beyond. And so we're in about 800 stores right now and really growing quickly. So we're hoping to be in about 2,000 stores by the end of the year. And we're still focused on more natural and specialty, but are starting our descent into more conventional. We're launching into Gelson's next week, which is really exciting. So we're in Whole Foods across the Northeast, Mid Atlantic, Midwest, growing into a few more Whole Food regions. We sell nationwide online, which is big. We're doing a brick and mortar pop up this summer in Venice, so really excited for that. And the future of Sunscoop is why we've started with pints. We're building a whole platform of product. So you're going to see superfood ice cream bars from us this year, plant-based dessert sauces, cookie sandwiches. There's a whole pipeline of innovation coming from us. And I, first and foremost, just love creating products that taste absolutely delicious and have good ingredients that are allergen friendly. So, so we're really in hyper growth mode right now, which is very exciting. And yeah, it's taken a lot of hard work to get there, but we're at a very exciting, pivotal moment in the life of Sunscoop.
Super exciting.
Yeah.
So, what would you say to your past, current investors and your future investors about Sunscoop?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people really, really love the vision. And I think, there's a lot of competition across the board in CPG, and there's a lot of plant-based ice cream. But, we were really first to market with developing a plant-based ice cream that uses superfoods and adaptogens. And I think we were all, we're also really focused on taste. That's what really sets us apart. But I think, I truly believe in what I'm doing, and I'm creating a really strong wellness brand around ice cream. And so I think that's what's going to get us to stick. And so, yeah, we've raised, about 2.6 in funding to date. And we're kicking off a $2 million seed round to really fuel our growth this year and really grow our distribution, to develop new products. I love finding people that believe in the vision and love the product. And yeah, fundraising hasn't been my favorite thing. It takes a whole lot of work, but I think people really get what we're doing. And so it's excited to grow and get good investors on board.
Awesome. And I want to share just a few reviews from investors who did invest in Sunscoop. Zaid said that the healthy aspect of this product could be a global revolution for hundreds of millions of humans. Such transformational products provide the globe with more options to survive, as well as help research and develop in a more agile manner. I strongly believe in Sunscoop, the products, the founder strategy, and expanding the product range in the near future. Another investor, Daryl, says, I'm a vegan and the ice cream selection is very limited in grocery stores. I love the idea of organic, non-dairy ice cream that actually tastes good while letting me stay healthy as possible with ice cream. And then finally, Joanna says, amazing new product and so much opportunity in the alternative milk foods. And honestly, we need good ice cream alternatives that are good for us. Sunscoop has a great brand and would love to bring it to Canada. So I'm really excited to try it out, more flavors myself. And finally, how is Sunscoop bringing profit to the people?
Yeah, community is so important to us, and making people feel engaged and sort of part of our mission and brand. We're constantly asking people, what are new flavors that you want to see? We're supporting local nonprofits like the Lower East Side Ecology and Grow Food in LA, and really focused on people with food allergies. That's something that's near and dear to my heart. And working with apps like Spoken to really get the product out there to more people and engaging and so I look forward to sort of building the brand and just being able to deliver on our promises of the most delicious plant-based ice cream with the best ingredients.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Carli, for being a part of Profit to the People. And we're so excited for the future of Sunscoop.
Thank you so much for having me. This was fun.
This podcast is provided for educational purposes only by Republic and Republic.co. Nothing discussed should be construed as legal, tax, accounting, or investment advice. The views of the presenters may not be the views of Republic and its affiliates. Always consult with trusted professional advisors before making investments. Private investments are inherently illiquid and may result in a total loss. All rights reserved.